Are you looking to activate? Are you looking to activate an overflow of abundance and magic and love and joy in your life? If you are, stay tuned because we have a super special guest, Denise Mortimer, who's one of my favorite people in the whole world, and she's coming on to talk about how she has built a super successful business, how she was just in London running an event, getting everyone singing, dancing, being joyful. Like, how do you be that? How do you embody that? I'm just going to invite her in now. Let me know in the chat if you are all about joy, abundance, manifestation, magic. If so, you're going to absolutely love Denise. Go check her out. Go and follow her, Denise Mortimer. She's on all the platforms. She's doing super well on TikTok. She's doing super well on Facebook and Instagram. And she teaches about money manifestation. She teaches a lot about mindset of her clients to start their own businesses. She helps a lot of clients who already have businesses that want to be even more successful. So if you are interested in any of that, her business, when I first met Denise, we met at a public speaking event in 2016. We were both speakers, and she was teaching them this 21 Days to Happiness course, teaching you how can you be more happy, how can you be more joyful. And it was this 21-day program. And I remember she just launched this course and she got her first ever sales at the event, and she was so stoked about it. And can you be brave enough to create your own course? Can you be brave enough to go out into the world and create more love and joy? If yes, then you're gonna have a real great time here. So, Denise, what questions do you have for Denise? What questions do you have for the amazing Denise Mortimer? I've already told everyone how amazing you are, Denise. Welcome.
Thank you. I was just listening to your words of your generous praise for me. So thank you so much.
Yeah. One of the things that I remember about your business when we first met, you were called the Fabulous Finder. It was like helping people figure out how fabulous they are. And I just love that because most people have forgotten, haven't they?
You know what? Yesterday I was speaking. I was invited to be a speaker at an event. I had since 25-minute time slot. And a couple of days before I was like, I don't want to speak about stuff. I want to dance.
Oh, yeah.
So I said to the host, I said, can I bring some music and we'll dance? And she said, yeah. And then on the train on the way in yesterday morning, I'm like, what if I got everyone outside dancing on the riverbank? And just like all the passersby will be happy and they'll be happy. And I said to the organizer, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. And it's left me with such a buzz, even a day later. And that's me. That is the Fabulous Finder. That's like, let's just have fun. And I've always been able to see the potential in other people. So it still stands true. The Fabulous Finder, finding what's fabulous about people that they fail to recognize in themselves.
But today we're going to talk about serious business stuff, right? None of this dancing, none of that nonsense. We're going to tell people how they can make more money, how they can be abundant, again, overflow clients in a very serious way, I'm sure. So,
Well,
what do you want to share with people today?
money's a big deal. None of us, we all at this point in our lives, everybody requires it for something. The fact that you and I are here dressed in clothes, having had something to eat today, living in accommodation that's paid for, drinking water that's paid for, everything is money. Everything costs money. So there's so many people have such a dysfunctional relationship with it, including myself, which is why I love the topic, because it's so juicy. There's so many layers to it, and finding out people's stories is so fascinating. But more important than finding out those stories is shifting those stories, so they shift the energy, so they don't have to hold on to that anymore. And that's miraculous. That's magic.
I love that you just said you have a dysfunctional relationship with money, because it's such a fascinating game to me. I think of life like a game. Everything's a game.
Mm.
So when you play any game, let's say you play Monopoly and you're the best Monopoly player in your family, you think, yeah, I'm amazing. But then you go to a Monopoly championships and you're the worst, right? You're the best of your social circle. And I see like within our circle, because I've known you, I've just telling everyone since like 2000, some 16 something, seven,
Yeah,
8 years
yeah.
ago, when we spoke together in Manchester. And I've seen you are like doing so well compared to most of the people that we know. But we both know that me and you are just scratching the surface still.
Mm.
And you know, we've got there's a whole different league and level that we're aiming at. And so we're helping people who want to get to where we are. And so I just love that you acknowledge that.
That's I love that you just acknowledge that as well, because I'm very good, like many people are, I'm very good at beating myself up for where I'm not rather than where I am. So, and there's a fantastic book, I think I recommended it to you as well, called The Gap and the Gain. And it's about measuring backwards, like measuring where you've come from. So if I look at speaking on, and friends listening to this on replay, you know, Luke was the first person who helped me make money online, because when I spoke at that event in Birmingham, I was just so excited to speak. I forgot that I was even wanting to sell something. And as I went to sit down, you said, Denise, don't you have a course that you want to sell? And I was like, oh, yeah. And two people bought it right then and there. You know, it was £50 each. And it was just, you know, it was my first £100 that I'd actually made, number one, from speaking from stage. And I never forgot that act of kindness from you. And I've passed that on to many other novice speakers who have wanted to sell but were afraid to actually, you know, take the plunge and say something, or maybe they even forgot to say something. So I've done the same to others. So I've paid that forward.
Yeah, and that's what we do. This idea of reaching a hand back and pulling people with you, you know, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. I got taught this technique by Tony Robbins' son. He's called Jarek Robbins. He came and
Mm.
spoke at an event that we did, and he called it the 33% rule. He says the most successful people in the world, they spend about 33% of their time with their peers, like people at their level. They spend about 33% of their time with people who are above their level, so they would be mentors. And they spend about 33% of their time with people who aren't at their level yet. So that's people who they're training and
Mm.
teaching. And
I
it's,
love
it's, very,
that.
it's very fulfilling when you do that. So then you're learning from these people who are a few steps ahead. You're helping people who are a few steps behind. And you've got your peer group, which is your emotional support. So if I'm upset, I'll just call Denise and we'll just have a cry together. And it's great.
I love that. I love that so much. I'm gonna steal that and use it now.
I'm sure he stole it from somewhere. Is that what
Yeah,
we said?
yeah. This is, you know what makes me laugh. I'm going to go slightly off topic, but the online space people can get very precious about, oh my God, someone stole my stuff. Now, if someone has blatantly just copied your, you know, your stuff, but when people say something's original, there's nothing that's original. You know, there's nothing that, everything is a derivative of something else. Everything is a derivative of something else. You know, even the device that we're using, I'm on my phone, I presume you're on your phone. Like Alexander Graham Bell should be saying, hang on, that was my idea.
Credit me. Credit me every time you speak on them.
Every time you speak, I want people to say, I'm going to call you on my phone, courtesy of Alexander Graham Bell. But it's a derivative, and we grow and we make things better. You know, we make things better as we go along as well. You know, look at televisions and look at, you know, delivery systems and all sorts of things. They improve as they go along, but nothing's original. I'm not at all saying people should go and blatantly copy other people's stuff, but we're all inspired. Even like, you know, scrolling through social media, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm not sure what I want to post, and then I'll read something and I'll be like, oh, I'm so inspired. I've got everything I need to know now. Like just because someone else's post is like triggered a thought in me, and it's gives one sentence gives me, you know, War and Peace kind of content.
Yeah. One of the things you're really good at is helping people to fine tune their ideas. And you have this superpower where you come up with the best ideas and help them get best-selling books and, you know, transform their businesses. And I'm very similar to what I do with a lot of my clients too, is just seeing through the BS, going, that either doesn't make any sense, that can be changed. Do you know you keep saying that? How do you feel about this thing? These like very intuitive hits that come through, and it's phenomenal, because if we're talking about this idea of derivatives, most people are like a few tweaks away. They don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Yes, yes.
Few tweaks away. You need a bit of a nudge that way, or you need someone to kick your ass a little bit, and you're amazing at that. And everyone, if you haven't already realised, I support Denise on all the things that she does. Denise comes and does training for our Curate tribe, and she does these amazing money masterminds, and she's got a program coming up called Activate Your Overflow, and she's going to invite you all to come and join it if you're ready to have Denise work with you to transform your life, because you're doing some super special activation, right?
Yes, we're going to spend a few minutes doing a little activation. I'll tell you what's going to happen next week on the program, and then those who want to join are very welcome to join. It is for someone who has already started making money online. So if you're an absolute beginner, it might be a little bit above, not above, but beyond what they're still welcome to come, but it just might not be the precise positioning for them. So ideally it's someone, because those who have started making money understand the value of strategy. But now this is about energy. So we're going to be doing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 7 p.m. UK time. We're going to be doing each evening, diving into what are the biggest things holding people back. Now, the thing is, the things that happen inside of us come out as symptoms, like, just like you would, if you went to a doctor, any sort of doctor, whether it was a naturopath or a traditional Western doctor, and they would do a diagnosis. They would like, what are the symptoms you've got? Now let's look at what the root cause is. So, the symptoms that present are never the root cause. There's always something beyond that. But when you clear that root cause, as you know with Curate, when you clear that root cause, people shift up the frequency scale. And this is getting everybody on board, understanding, because I think a lot of people, I'm not sure there's many people who won't have heard that we live in a frequency-based universe, but they might not have had an undeniable experience of what it is to feel like they're immersed in that, because they are, whether they want to be or not, they're immersed in it, but having an undeniable experience of what it's to feel like you're having an elevated frequency. So we'll be doing a bit of that. On the Tuesday night, we're actually going to do, I'm calling it a quantum jump, because it's going to be a cellular activation, and we'll do a little tiny piece of that right here, right now. Yeah, because as I was saying, the symptoms that come out on people are just stories that they tell themselves about, what's not possible. And another thing I'm really, really keen on at the moment, it just came to me the other day. It's been in my consciousness for years, but I'm like, everyone has a financial set point, a financial thermometer, which means you'll only earn I don't say only, you will earn a certain amount of money, because that's where you're comfortable. Even if you're not happy, it's where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
So, right? And then, so like, say you have a really good month, and then the next month you're probably gonna have a really bad month, or it's, you over a course of months, it will all pan out so that you earn the exact amount of money that is the money. And I did this my first 18 months in business. I said I wanted to make £100,000. I made £115,000. The next year I made £85,000. So I made sure that I balanced it out, and I'd had, it's £100,000. I was like, when I look back over my records, I'm like, I was staying in my set point. So what I'm doing something else at a later date called a set point elevation. It's for those who want to shift their set point to a higher level, so they can easily and effortlessly experience more overflow. So shall we do a little tiny activation?
Or a very tiny big one?
A tiny big one. Okay, was it?
Tiny big one.
We won't be too long. So as long as friends, wherever you're listening, as long as it is safe to do so, make yourself comfortable. You can put your feet on the ground if you like. You can lie down if you like, and just make sure that you are not driving or operating heavy machinery. And wherever you are, just bring yourself fully present to this place right here, right now, and take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. And again, take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. And just one more time, you breathe in. And this time as you exhale, just allow every cell, every muscle, every nerve, every single piece of your body, every part of your body to just relax into the most relaxed state you might have ever experienced. And it happens so quickly. Just allow everything, allowing yourself to be fully present in this moment, allowing yourself to be fully relaxed, and thoughts that come into your head, just allow them to float through. Just notice them and just let them come in and go out, and allow yourself to be fully aware of what we're about to do now. And I want to invite you to think about, many of us have heard the term neural pathways in our mind. People say, oh, you need to rewire your mind, you need to change your neural pathways. So if you've never heard the term before, I want you to right now just conjure up an image of what those neural pathways would look like, because everything that you do, every decision you make has a neural pathway that is supporting that. So right now, in relation to the money that you earn, you've got some neural pathways in place that are taking you to a certain amount of money on a monthly basis or an annual basis, however you want to view it. I want you to imagine in your mind's eye what that neural pathway looks like. Like, let your brilliant imagination just create that. And I want you to imagine at one end of the neural pathway is the control center, the command center. And at the other end of your neural pathway, this one is specifically around your money set point. The other end is plugged into what your set point is. And just notice the figure that exists there. Just notice the amount. And it doesn't have to be precise. You'll have an idea. Let your subconscious mind just tell you whatever you need to know. And as you hold that image right there, I would love you to think right now, what would you love to upgrade that set point to? But what I want to say to you is, before you jump to something that seems unreasonably big or unreasonably small, I want you to do a little test on what is the right amount. What is exactly the right amount for you to upgrade to this new set point? And you can just run through numbers in your head. You can go through 5,000 pound increments, maybe 5,000, and then just see how that feels in your body. 10,000, see how that feels in your body. 20,000, just notice how it feels in your body and find the right number, and just trust that the right number comes to you. And as you choose that number, what I want you to do now, just like in the film The Matrix, when you can unplug, I want you to go to your original neural pathway. That is your set point. And I'm going to invite you to unplug it from its current place. And as you unplug it, you notice that all the connections to the original set point dissolve away. And as you're holding that neural pathway, you're going to plug it into the new set point. And as you plug it into the new set point, you set the intention that as I leave behind everything that no longer serves me, I step into this new truth, step into this higher frequency, I step into this higher income level. I command this to be my new normal in my life from this moment forward. And that this, through my choice, is irreversible to go back, and I can only increase and go up from here. And allow yourself to sit with those words, and you might want to say a few quiet words to yourself. Allow the words to come, to cement that in, to make sure that this is a solid plugging in to this new set point, this new financial set point. And as you just become aware of this new financial set point, I want you to think about what it will mean to you personally to be in this new set point, to have this as a non-negotiable, always recurring monthly, annual income that can only increase from here. Take a moment to think, what will it mean for your family? What will you be doing? Going? How will you use this money? How will it benefit the wider community? Just allow yourself to get familiar with being here at this new level. Allow yourself to feel it with every cell in your body. In fact, the next time you breathe in, as you breathe in, allow every cell in your body to become activated with this new prosperity code, this new level that has been devised just from you. You created it. Your mind knows exactly what is right for you right now. And if you're hearing this, you can trust that it's no accident. These words were meant for you right now. Nothing happens on accident in this universe. Everything is full of intention, and this is your moment to upgrade to this higher level. And just spend another moment or so here. I'll just be quiet for a moment. Allow yourself to stay here for a moment and just play in this higher frequency, in this new financial set point. Just notice the good it will do. And just notice if any doubts and question and resistance comes up, you can just simply invite it to just, this is no longer who I am. This is no longer who I am. Take full ownership of this higher level. I am the creator. I'm a child of an abundant universe. This is my choice for here and now, and only to increase. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale and come back into the room.
Thank you so much, Denise. Let us know in the comments how you found that, what experience you had. If you're happy to share, please don't feel any pressure to overshare. I loved the idea that you can change your neural pathways. That's a big part of what I do and teach and help people with as well, especially with hypnosis. Denise is an amazing hypnotherapist. Everyone go book a session with her ASAP. She'll make you cry in the best possible way. And yeah, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing the comments. Denise, do you want to tell everybody about what you have coming up next week and how they can join and how it can help them?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's 3 days, and it is for business owners, because the only thing ever stopping you from stepping into your next level is some story that you're telling yourself. So we're going to get to the core. We're going to get to the root. We're going to do a quantum leap, which is going to involve some of the stuff we've done here tonight, but it's going to be a bigger process, a longer process than that. So you'll get to experience that. You'll get to feel a tingle in every single cell in your body. And this is all going to be applicable to your business as well, because when we can quiet, some people talk about like killing off the ego. We don't want to kill the ego. We don't want to kill any part of ourselves. We want to honor the ego for having the making the choices that have protected us. Believe, the ego does what it believes is protecting us. So we want to make sure that we're staying friends with the ego and making sure that the ego is happy for us to move on in a new way. Because when we can make decisions not based on the traumatized ego, we can step into what we truly want. Because so many people right now are actually aiming for things that they don't truly want. They're aiming for things that their ego wants them to want because it's going to make them feel better. It's going to make them feel worthy. It's going to make them feel like they deserve it. That, when we can quiet that ego, you're going to have a clear idea of what is truly for you. And then you build your business. You can look at all the beautiful strategies that are out there and you can apply it in a way that matters most to you instead of going forward from an unhealthy ego perspective and choosing something because, oh my God, well, they're getting great results doing that. So I'm just going to do what they're doing because if I just do what they're doing, I'm going to get the results they're getting. I want everyone's results to be of the purest, from the purest energy, purest intention, so that they get the easiest results. I've made money the hard way, and I've made money a much easier way. I'm not going to say it's always easy because it's not always easy, but there is an easier way. And it's when you quiet that ego and you get real about what's truly yours and what's not yours, you build a more beautiful business, a more beautiful life. So 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Tuesday is going to be the activation, the quantum jump, 90 minutes aside for that. People can catch on replay. They don't have to be there live. There will be an opportunity after that for those who feel inclined, who would like to work further with me. There was no pressure on anyone to do that. It's only absolutely for the people who feel the pull to do it, and I'm the right mentor for them. But otherwise, I would love people to come along and to have an undeniable experience of stepping into a whole new reality.
And how much does this program cost? It's like £5,000, right, for them to come to activate your overflow?
Yeah, it's free. It's free as a bird. It's
No, Denise, Mortimer, you can't be joking us. Absolutely
and
free for everyone.
there's no gatekeeping either. Like yourself, Luke, you give so generously. There's no gatekeeping. I'm not going to withhold things because it's a free event. I want people to have an undeniable experience because the fact of the matter is some people will want continued mentorship and others won't, but it doesn't matter. I still want everyone to have an amazing, undeniable experience.
So if you're interested, comment below, say activate overflow, or message me, message Denise, activate overflow. We'll send you the link. We'll pop all the details down in the bottom as well. And
Amazing.
just thank you. Thank you, Denise. You're amazing. Denise does loads of great stuff, everyone. Go follow her. She's always popping off challenges and these cool, she's just awesome. Go follow her. And Denise, do you have any words of wisdom for those people who are in business already? Maybe it's not going quite how they would like it to. Maybe they are like, yes, this is the step. Like, what do you want to say to everyone who's resonating with what you're saying?
Number one, get in the challenge, and number two, I created a word today. Someone else has probably already created it, but it's man of faith. Instead of manifest, it's man of faith. Like everything is about faith. Everything is about faith. Like we need to trust. No, we don't need to. We can choose to trust that we are children of an abundant universe, but we can't do that when we're got layers, when we have all these layers of stories we're telling ourselves. As we start to remove those layers, we can start to believe a little bit more. Maybe I am a child of an abundant universe. It doesn't mean you sit on the sofa all day and eat nachos because the universe is going to take care of you. We still take action, but we take action from a place of, this feels like the truth for me. I trust it's the truth for me. I have faith it's the truth for me. Universe, I'll do my bit. You do your bit.
Such an interesting example, Denise, because my next course is how to sit on the couch and eat nachos and get rich.
No way, Luke. Oh my God. You are so amazing. I'm gonna have, yeah, we're gonna have to do We'll have to do multiple modules on that. Okay. Luke, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I love you so much. You've got your link. Put your link here, and I will speak to you soon.
Thanks, Denise. You're the best.